We're often told not to play small, that if something matters, it should look big, grand. You know the saying, go big or go home. But there are seasons where the most faithful thing you can do doesn't feel big at all. If we haven't met, my name is Latoya. I create space for faith, healing, and clarity, especially in uncertain seasons. We tend to measure faith by visible outcomes, big decisions, big shifts, big clarity. But faith isn't always expressed in big moves. Sometimes faith shows up as a small response, such as pausing instead of reacting, following through on something you already sensed, honoring a boundary you've already discerned, or staying present instead of forcing movement. It shows up in the parts that often it shows up in the parts that we often which it shows up in the parts that often get overlooked because we're waiting for something definitive when what's being asked of us is already within reach. When it doesn't look dramatic, it's easy to wonder if it counts. That's often why this kind of faith is easy to dismiss, even when it's faithful. But dismissal doesn't determine value. Small doesn't mean insignificant. Quiet doesn't mean inactive. A small response can still be a faithful one. As a gentle reminder, faith doesn't always announce itself. Sometimes it shows up quietly, one response at a time. Sometimes it shows up small, yet powerful, and those moments still matter. The size of the response doesn't determine its significance. Sometimes the most important movements are almost invisible. No announcement, no applause, just a quiet shift inside you. I'm really glad you spent this time with me. We'll continue having these conversations.